Hello, and welcome back to another edition of the Eagles All the Way Fantasy Football League podcast. I am here with the Charlie Weiss to my Bill Belichick, the producer.
You're just full of analogies, aren't you?
The producer, Chris from YouTube.
Crust Man Gaming.
Crust Man Gaming.
Thank you.
Why, would you want a different analogy?
No, I'm just. I'm impressed. Did you just come up with that?
No, I've been thinking about him all day.
Well, okay, that makes sense.
I was thinking of doing that. The other one that I was thinking was
The Jonah Hill to your Channing Tatum.
That's a good one. I didn't think of that. The Joe, whatever his last name is, to my Spencer Strasmore.
Oh yeah, I don't know what his last
I don't
name
know
is.
what his last name is.
Anyways, let's move on.
Okay, so we had the draft.
We did.
What we'll talk about, we'll have Brian on at some point. Should probably let him know when that's gonna be.
I'll text him.
Yeah. So we're gonna have Brian on to talk about his reactions. I was gonna have Tommy on,
But
I don't want to.
okay.
I was gonna have him on just to because I know he'd say something really funny about like Kevin's team because they have this kind of like rivalry thing.
For sure.
Yeah. Even though like he drafted the 4 players that are now on his team.
True.
Then.
But I mean, if you're gonna make fun of Kevin, you might as well do it regardless.
Right. What else do we have? When we talk to Brian, we'll do in honor of the conclusion of the 3rd year of this preseason podcast. Yes, this is the last episode.
That's sad.
Yeah, it is sad. Depending on how well my team does, we might do a mid-season and end of year podcast.
I was thinking of doing a weekly recap, like short podcast, for the sake of the league.
I mean, you can do it. I'm not gonna do it.
It's content. Content is content.
Content is.
If anyone wants to listen, I'm sure you'll listen to it. So.
Yeah, I'll probably listen to it. Yeah, you can have like whoever the highest score is, whoever made the most news in the week, come on and say a few words.
Well, yeah, I mean,
like there's a big trade, which I'm sure there will be. Tommy's in our league.
Oh, can we talk about
the
big trade that happened?
Yeah, let's talk about that trade.
So,
because the league doesn't know what happened.
Digs up for Harambe, aka Tommy.
I really like that team name also. That's very creative.
And Heisman Trophy, a name that I've always personally liked. Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
Traded. Kevin received Leonard Fournette, Tyler Eifert, Allen Robinson, and DeAndre Hopkins for Todd Gurley, John Brown, Lamar Miller, and Rob Gronkowski. What are your thoughts?
Time will tell who won, obviously. That's with all trades.
Yeah.
I don't really see a clear winner. I've always felt that Gurley's going to bounce back. And I've always felt that Nuke will bounce back. But Allen Robinson, I don't really like. And it's because of his quarterback, who I really like. But he's not that good. The only reason I think Hopkins will bounce back, I just think he's just a better talent.
Oh, he's so talented.
Than Allen Robinson is, and I think that, and he's been really good without when he isn't with Brock Osweiler. I just think it was Osweiler. Robinson will not be without Bortles for the next
Yeah, Bortles is there for the long haul.
Yeah, and they all had career years the one year because they just, for whatever reason, that offense is just really good. Now they have Tom Coughlin, who knows? But Tom Coughlin hasn't exactly made quarterbacks go from throwing a lot of interceptions and no interceptions. You either just do that or you don't. Eli Manning's always throwing a lot of interceptions.
It's true.
Bortles will always throw a lot of interceptions. That's what I like about him. He's not afraid to make the tough throws.
Not afraid to fuck up the tough throws.
Yeah. Who else was involved here? I like Fournette.
John Brown just seemed like something random.
I was a huge Eifert guy. If he doesn't score a touchdown, he's ineffective.
That's true. He's just a red zone guy.
Yeah. John Brown seems like a throw-in.
It's so hard. Yeah, John Brown does seem like a throw-in. Like, I don't know why he was even included.
I think Gronk's gonna be really good. So,
yeah, it's bound to happen.
I think Gronk's the most known commodity there. You know you're gonna get really good production.
Yeah. It just injuries.
Yeah, we talked about this in the chat the other day. Kevin just took my really bad team and has now reassembled them.
What, from last year?
Yep.
Yeah.
He took Nuke, Robinson, not Jarvis. Jarvis is on my other team. I always try to lump him into that. Doug Martin and Michael Crabtree. That was my team last year. Those were the best players on my team, not counting Greg Olsen.
Did he call your team shitty, or was it just because your team was shitty?
No, my team was the worst in the league.
Yeah, but then you also tank like at one point.
I did tank at one point. It was after I lost to Ben like mid-season I stopped caring. I knew that was the final straw.
Well, you randomized the league schedule a lot.
Yeah, I did it 10 times. I just click it 10 times.
What a nice guy.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Because I tried screwing with the rivalry week, and there were so many things that I had to do, so I was like, this isn't even worth it.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. The rivalry week... I was listening to a podcast, it's a soccer podcast. It's called, what's it called? Let me plug it, because their podcast is not doing as well as ours. It is called Caught Offside.
That's a good name. I like that.
It is. I enjoy the podcast. Two good guys too, an Irish guy and an American. So they were talking about how well, they live in America, so like there's like even the Irish guy, like he's surrounded, he likes like American sports, so like they talk about American sports sometimes, not just like soccer constantly. And they had like a question episode where a guy sent in a question, and he said, what are your thoughts on the Premier League having a rivalry week like a college football? And they brought up a really good point. Like, there's only so many hours in a match day. If you put all of the rivalries on the same day, that would be like having Liverpool Man United play. It'd be like having, I don't know, like Man City. I don't know. The rivals are kind of all fucked up, and because there's everyone hates each other.
Rivals,
yeah, the big six all hate each other. Anyways, but there's spreading them out makes the season so much more exciting. Like having I mean, there's only 5 games a week in the fantasy football league, but having the battle for the rag not necessarily be on week 13, but then also having like,
I'm glad that's the first rivalry that came to mind.
It's the only rivalry that there really is. But then also having like Tommy Kevin a different week, like that's 2 different like rivalries. Like it doesn't have to be the same week to make it a rivalry week. Like it's gonna be the rivalry. It's gonna be the rivalry week for that team, but it doesn't necessarily have to be.
How many times
all
do they
the
play
same
each
week?
other? It better be 3 for some reason. It's gonna be 2. If it's 1, someone's getting.
That would be.
Yes, they're in the same division, so they're probably.
That doesn't mean anything.
Twice.
Literally doesn't mean anything. They play each other once in week 6.
Ah. Alright,
Week 10? No. Week.
Go to your nearest fantasy football group mate and vote should Kevin and okay, don't do that. But do it. Kevin and Tommy should always play more than once. It's only
I agree.
fair.
I agree.
It's only fair
give the fans what they want.
Especially if it's late in the
bickering of that week.
Wait, no, they play right there.
This is bad team now. I changed it.
Wow. Ben versus Sean in week 1. What a riveting matchup.
Yeah. No, well, this is Kevin. Oh, yeah. Kevin versus Brian. Actually, I was with Kevin the other day, and he was like, I hope I play Brian week 1. So there you go.
Wow,
Get your wish.
He's calling a shot, folks.
Yeah. But week six is the rivalry we're all looking for. Diggs out for Harambe versus Heisman
Is
Trophy.
there any other good matchups that week? That might be the big week for ratings.
Sean Josh, always a big one.
Sean Josh, huge.
Ricky Jake, another huge one. Brian Ben.
Oh, me Sean. Oh no, me Colin.
Yeah, no, it's a shitty week outside of that one game.
That's the inaugural championship matchup.
You versus Colin.
Yeah. The 8-year anniversary.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know.
Put that in the perspective.
We're gonna give out 10-year anniversary patches for the original 6, original 5, I guess, because the 6th was. Oh wait, not even you anymore. It's just me, Sean, Colin, and Ricky. The original 4 will all get 10-year anniversary badges in 2 years. When I'm going,
I put a lot into this league, being the commissioner. I put 10 years worth of work into it to get nothing.
Yeah,
except
life.
Except AIDS.
I mean, I wouldn't say
gonorrhea
that's
of
life,
sorts.
but yeah.
All right, so I don't know what your plan was doing next, but I kind of want to talk about the predictions that Yahoo has.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, so let's do. We plan our show during the show here. We'll do that.
Oh, I need to do my birthdays too.
Oh yeah, so do the birthdays, do the Yahoo predictions, then do Brian's call, then do your schedule predictions. Chris went game by game in the schedule.
I went hardcore.
For each team to predict who is gonna win.
I'm not even in the league.
But don't actually go week by week in your.
I won't. I'll just do records and playoffs.
And then we'll do the jigsaw, which I still haven't come up with, so we'll figure that out too.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's start with the birthdays. So, the big 5-0 for Mr. Primetime, Deion Sanders. 43 years old, Derek Fisher. Jason Hayward's 28. Bob Cousy is 89.
Jeez, I didn't think it was that old.
Eli Apple is 22. Vinny Del Negro turned 51, and yeah, that's about all for Matt Moore turned 33.
Wow.
Outside of that.
Now is that the Matt Moore quarterback or the Matt Moore that writes for CBS Sports?
The quarterback. Who cares about? No offense. So this day in history, Derek Jeter passed Hannes Wagner for the 6th place in hits. He became the sole leader, or the sole 6th place hitter of all time.
Gained sole possession, would you say?
Yeah, sure. The U.S. women won gold in gymnastics last year.
Ah.
And Tim Tebow announced that he will be working out for MLB teams.
Thank God.
Yeah, I guess. So yeah, that's August 9th in sports history.
Sweet.
So you don't want me to? So we're gonna do these projections, but not mine.
You can quick. It's because I'm trying to do something. Quick run through the
Yahoos.
Yeah, and then we'll call Brian.
Okay. So the best team according to Yahoo is Clear Eyes Full Hearts, aka Ben, at 11-2. He's the best team in terms of record, which I saw going through the schedule that he had a very easy schedule. Like he played a lot of people on bye.
On purpose.
Yeah, thanks. It's my old organization, so thank you.
I didn't feel like setting rivalry week, but I set Ben's entire schedule to give him the most favorable route to the playoffs.
Yeah, it was really favorable.
So that then he can win a playoff game for your franchise.
He's projected 40 less points than the second place team, which is you. I dislike Bortles at 10-3, and also 40 less points than third place team, which is Josh Beach Sex Very Sandersy, which is a fantastic name.
Life's like a beach. I'm just playing in the Sanders. That's what we'll refer to him as.
Okay. And then fourth place is Diggs Out for Harambe at 8-5. Fifth place being King Julio at 7-6. Sixth place being Brian Master Prater at 7-6 also. Seventh place is Bonehead Boys, just missing the playoffs at 6-7. 8th place is Jake Corn on the Cob in my ass, because
Wow.
why not, at
That's
4-9. Then 9th place with a big jump from 4-9 to 2-11 is Biggest Colin, and sure he'll be happy to hear this. Heisman Trophy in last at 1
you
and
say
12.
you're sure I'll be happy?
He'll be happy.
I was like, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
11 and 2 to 1 and 12 is the gap between our first and last place teams, according to Yahoo's projections.
That has to be the lowest record ever given out by Yahoo for a preseason prediction.
I mean, they don't even have him scoring 1,200 points.
There's no way that doesn't happen. There's no way he doesn't score 1,200 points. That's
Here, let's do the math before you hurt yourself trying to figure it out.
I am hurting myself.
Okay, so 1188.93 divided by 13 is 91 points a week.
I mean, I guess that's possible. 100's like a really good, like a good week. Like you should win if you score 100. If you score 100 every week, you're probably making the playoffs. So.
Yeah, and there's only 2 teams that are projected to do that, which is you and Josh.
Should be Ben too.
You like Ben too?
Nah, I just would find it really funny. Ben's really good.
Why? Just because the year that he has full control.
Because he'll probably
really
be insufferable about it, which is what I like about him.
Okay.
Like he'll just be like at the next drive, he's like, my team is better than yours. My team is better than yours. My team is
He just starts pointing at everyone. Better than yours and better than yours. Yep, wouldn't surprise me. But so should we get on this phone call to Brain?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. How long has this podcast been so far? 17 minutes. Fantastic.
Wow.
Alright, let's see. Let's go down to V, where the Brain would be, and shoot him a call. You think he's ready for it?
I don't know, but I'm looking at some of these would you rather. It's hilarious. Or should I say jigsaw?
Jigsaw, 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 jigsaw. That's our theme song for the Jigsaw. He didn't text me back.
We may just have to choose Tommy, because I told Brian to do something really good too. Which it would be a real shame if he doesn't answer. I feel like this happens once, like every time we do a podcast.
Please leave your message.
Oh, I thought he answered.
Yeah!
Let's go!
Alright, well, it looks like I'm calling Tommy.
Okay. Well,
Everyone's
Tommy's gonna have to
favorite
think
agent.
of my thing on the spot then.
what were you gonna? Oh, he's calling back!
Oh!
What a day.
Oh!
Brian!
Oh!
Crust Man,
Crust Man Gaming on YouTube, thank you.
Yeah, so we wanted to have you on like we do every year for our post-draft reactions, and I'm gonna kind of just let you, I'll kind of just let you do your thing. Just give me all your thoughts initially, and if I have any questions after that, I'll ask away.
Alright, well, obviously, oh shit, my phone's being annoying right now. Obviously, I think that you had the best draft. Well, you had a huge advantage, so I'll give you that. I'm looking at your, hold on, let me look at your team right now.
Alright. Bask in its glory, why don't you?
Yeah, you definitely had the biggest advantage, starting with Le'Veon Bell, Jordy Nelson, Mike Evans, but you got 3 solid guys, all in the top 5 of the position. As healthy, they're all automatically good. And then I really like your quarterbacks. You got Ben Roethlisberger, and if he goes down with injury, which he's bound to do, you got Andrew Luck, and Luck's hurt right now, but he'll be healthy. So you got 2 really, they're elite quarterbacks when they're playing. I like Golden Tate, but who else did I definitely like Josh's team. What's his name? Oh yeah, Beach Sex, very Sandersy.
We're gonna on this podcast we refer to him as Life is a Beach. I'm just playing in the Sanders.
Yeah.
Life is a beach, but I better get that beach wet.
No, I love Josh's draft, except he was being gay by taking 2 tight ends, and I really don't know.
That was gay, I don't understand that.
Yeah, and like you're starting 2 tight ends is never like the best idea. Just saying, but I mean Travis Kelce's pretty consistent, but The thing I like about his draft, well, first of all, his running backs are fucking amazing. I love McCoy and Murray. And then you got Cooper, who I think is going to have a great year. I did not like Emmanuel Sanders, but I love his bench is the thing. Dante Moncrief, if he's healthy, I think will have a breakout year. I like Paul Perkins because he's the starting running back and the only running back pretty much on the Giants. And then Samaje Perine is going to be a beast. He's going to end up starting for Washington. And Tyrell Williams.
I really like that too.
David Well because Keenan Allen can't stay healthy. But so I like kind of like Josh. I mean, I like my team too, but I'm not gonna talk about my team. I'm trying to think. It was older guys I like. My team, Josh's team, not Chris's team. Chris does not have.
Yeah, talk about Ben's team. It was his first draft. I kind of want to see what you think.
Ben's team, yes. Ben's team is really. I like Ben's team a lot. Except I don't really know why he's starting C.J. Anderson in the slot. I don't like C.J. Anderson. I shouldn't be giving him that information. No, yeah, I like his quarterback. He got Drew Brees because Tommy was dumb enough to pick Mark Mariota before Drew Brees, but and then he had like the steal of the draft, Terrell Pryor, like the 6th round.
He did. I'll give him that. That was a really good pick.
You getting like 20 to 30 points of David Johnson like every week.
Yeah, that should. It's crazy.
Besides what all the haters are thinking, I think Marshawn Lynch is going to have a good year. I'm not saying a great year, but I think it's hard to do bad when you're on a good offense with a really good offensive line. But I will say this, they do have a tough schedule. But, I don't know, it's beast, man. So.
Yeah, first place schedule for the Raiders this year.
Yeah. And then I like his bench. He got Fitzgerald. I was trying to get Fitzgerald. But other than that, never mind. I only like Fitzgerald and Tyreek Hill on his bench. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna even get started on Kevin's team. Actually, yeah. Let me talk about Kevin.
Let me get started on Kevin's team. Okay.
So first of all, I think it was really dumb what Kevin did, but so did a lot of people. I'm not gonna just trash him the whole time, but I will say this. He had one player, which was a definite awesome guy if he's healthy, and Gronk, and he just traded Gronk for even more he just traded Gronk for more question marks. I mean, he got Fournette, and Hopkins and Robinson, but I do not like Hopkins or Robinson this year. I know Deshaun Watson coming in, he's gonna have a better quarterback or whatever, but I mean the Texans, their offense sucked, and I think they're just gonna try to run the ball because I don't know. Deshaun Watson can be good, but that's one receiver, and then Allen Robinson on the other end. Blake Bortles can't throw for his life. And plus, they got Leonard Fournette for a reason, so they wouldn't have to throw at Blake Bortles. Literally, their offensive coordinator or something, someone on their team said the ideal situation is we run the ball so much Blake Bortles throws 0 times. And yeah, Robinson has the same amount of targets and everything as he did his breakout year. It's just Bortles was way off target.
Yeah, so. I firsthand have seen it. So I guess you kind of said what you thought about the trade, but the recent trade that happened with Tommy and Kevin, what'd you think of what Tommy got in return?
Actually, I was behind this trade. Tommy was talking to me the whole time.
Oh wow!
I love this trade for Tommy. That's why I was pushing. I was like, Tommy, you should do it. I was helping the guy out, so yeah, I think Tommy did well because let me go to Tommy's team. Digs out for Harambe. Good name.
Great name. Love it.
Tommy gave up Fournette and DeAndre Hopkins and Allen Robinson.
And Eifert.
He already had OBJ. And Eifert. So he got rid of Eifert pretty much for Gronk. I'd say Gronk anything. And because it's fucking Gronk. And when Gronk's healthy, Gronk is a wide receiver 1 easily. And then he got rid of Fournette, and he got Todd Gurley and Lamar Miller. So you got rid of one guy that you don't know. Fournette's on a bad team, and he's a rookie. And the Jags literally haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher in a while. So, and then you get Todd Gurley, who has a ton of potential, but still has a question mark. You get a question mark for a question mark. And then you get Lamar Miller, who you kind of know who you're getting from Lamar Miller. Like you're at least getting a decent running back, like a running back RB2. Like when he's healthy, that's who he is. And then yeah, so that's pretty much you got two running backs for one. You got rid of an injury-prone tight end for a better injury-prone tight end. And the only thing he got rid of was Fournette, really. I think his team's going to be pretty good if Gurley is a beast. But he still has Crowell. I don't know why Crowell's in his flex, but Crowell's I think it's going to be good. So.
Yeah, he's got a solid team. Chris and I are looking at it right now. I feel like every year he somehow gets Gronk and OBJ on the same team.
Yeah, I was talking to him. He's like, "How do you feel?" And I was like, "Tell him that I like it." And I was like, "Oh yeah, also." I feel like that's just like such a Tommy move to just have OBJ and Gronk.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I love Gronk.
Yeah, I don't know if Billy Britt was if I told you about this. He said that he would draft Gronk first round every year because he's a barstool guy. His exact words.
No,
yeah.
He told me that.
Oh. Yeah, you might be the one who told me that then. Alright, so okay, so Chris has a thing and then I have a thing. Actually first, so Chris and I were talking about this today and we were discussing who we would cast to play us in a movie, and I wanted to know your take on who would play Chris, who would play me, and who would play you.
Alright, well this was tough. I didn't really look into it like that long.
Oh, this is what you told him to say? You told him to say something for this?
Yep.
Oh, god damn it.
So I would go, starting with Chris, because why not? I would go, I'd get Seth Rogen for Chris, because...
Wait, is that what you told him to say?
No, I told that was actually one of the three that I had for Chris too, but keep going. It didn't mean for Chris to interrupt you.
And Chris is a stoner, so that's Seth Rogen for you.
God damn it.
For Charles, I had no idea who to take. So I just went with I just said Andrew Garfield because he's got brown hair and he's like.
Is that the Spider-Man guy?
Kind of, yeah, he's kind of like lanky guy.
I was thinking Steve Carell.
Steve Carell.
Or Steve Buscemi.
Why would it be Steve Buscemi?
Because he's in that movie.
For me, well, I know people have said that I look like Paul Walker before, so I guess I'll just go Paul Walker.
So you think you're gonna die?
Who plays Captain America? I don't know.
So you think you're gonna die?
I do like the Paul Walker thing. It's very good.
He's dead.
Paul Walker. What do you guys think?
Because he's dead. Well, I never really thought about you. I kind of just was thinking about today we were just discussing me and Chris, and the first one that Chris and I came up with for him, we both thought about it at the same time, was Jonah Hill. We just thought that was like.
I was literally no. At first I thought Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis, yeah, that's fair.
And then I was like, no, Chris isn't that weird.
These people are all Jews.
I also thought of a Moneyball version of Brad Pitt for you. Not really long hair, but had the little brush over thing that you do. I thought of a Brad Pitt.
Wait, are we just doing this based on looks?
Well, I mean, that matters. He can fill the role.
Yeah. You can take whichever looks or how they act. But I don't know. I don't think any actors kind of act like me.
Yeah.
I just feel like all the people that you guys chose not only kind of look like me, but they also act like me.
Alright, well, I was about to go to the gym, so is there any more questions?
Nah,
we're good. Yeah. Now we're good. Alright, so...
Sorry about that. I was being really lazy and going to the gym at 9:30 at night.
It's fine. We appreciate your time, taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk with us.
Anytime for the pod. Anytime for the pod.
Catch us on Crust Man Gaming.
See it.
Crust Man Gaming.
Right.
Wow, what a great way to end the call.
What a guy. Yeah.
Alright, so should I do my questions now or my predictions now?
do when you do your predictions, just do who made the playoffs and what their record wasn't on, because we already did the other stuff, so that we don't have like an overflow of like crap.
Okay. So
Because then we can do Jigsaw. Will do last year top. Oh yeah, since we're celebrating the third year, we're doing the top three. I think I already said that. I don't know. We're doing the top three of different things, like top three highest paid actors, top three highest paid athletes, and I have to like guess some of them. I won't draw it out too long doing that,
okay.
but yeah.
So let's start with the North in terms of
Do you want to give your 6 playoff teams and records?
and just not talk about anyone else or what?
I mean, you can do what you want, but
All right. So the 6 playoff teams in
I just
order.
don't want it to take like really long, because some people might not like.
Oh, I think people are gonna want to listen.
All right, go for it. I don't
Okay,
get paid
so-
hourly. I get paid for pod.
Okay. So the first team, first place in the entire league, is going to Tommy
What a guy.
at a 10-3 record. Solid schedule. He plays in the. It's really the first 4 weeks and the last 2 weeks were the hardest because that's like the no bye part of the year. So it's more. It's the middle where the schedule really matters a lot. So in that time frame, Tom won all but 2 of his games. So he has a relatively easy schedule through that part. One of his losses, I think, came because I might be wrong in saying this, but I think, let's see his team. I think I think like 3 of his starting players had buys at the same time, and it was like it might have been the Giants, like Titans and Rams, to be honest with you. So I was like, oh, that's a red flag. So I gave him a loss that week. Okay, so the second team is Ben. Clear eyes, full hearts.
Yeah, Ben.
Also at 10-3, but losing out on Tommy for points. And his team is great. Like Ben drafted pretty well. Like there's not really much else for me to say besides that. I'm not the biggest fan of Marshawn Lynch just because he's kind of a question mark, and I don't really know what's happening in that backfield 100%. But I like Terrell Pryor. I love David. How can you not love David Johnson? He's a beast. Drew Brees, I think, is a good pick with a rejuvenated wide receiver corps now that Brandon Cooks is gone. And he's got Larry Fitz, who's always boom or bust kind. Well, he was always boom back in the day, but now he's kind of more of a boom or bust guy. I like his team a lot. Not really sure about Devontae Booker and David and Njoku, but that's whatever. The third ranked team, being the winner of the North, would be I Dislike Bortles, aka you.
Burgers with cheese, baby.
It's hard to not like a team with Jordy Nelson, Mike Evans, and fucking Le'Veon Bell. I personally would have picked Cam Newton over Ben Roethlisberger, but I understand where you're coming from, having that connection between the two Steelers. Because if the Steelers are scoring, it's bound to be one of the two of them, unless whoever the backup running back there gets the touchdown. And I know you didn't have those middle round picks, which is what I keep hearing from Kevin. Like everyone was afraid of Charles because of the first 3 picks, but like everyone got better when he was not getting better at all. But at the same time, you got players like Andrew Luck. You drafted him like the fucking like 8th round or something crazy. I know he's injured, but like it's Andrew Luck. Like come on, you gotta draft Andrew Luck if you're getting a quarterback. Also, you got LeGarrette Blount, who I think has potential to do something special with the Eagles' offense, especially if we actually. Like I know last year I was excited by the prospect of having a new coach saying what he would actually do with the running game, but we didn't really have a running back to do like anything with the running game. So I'm excited to see what happens with a big bruiser like LeGarrette Blount. I'm also thinking Kobe Fleener might be good, but I thought that last year and he fucking sucked. So let's move on to the 4th place team.
Yeah, he's ass. I had to get a tight end, so I got him.
I like Kobe Fleener.
I had to fill the position, so I drafted him.
I'm a fan, but nobody cares what I think. Next, 4th place is Brian Master Prater. He didn't talk about his team, so I will. Let's see, where is he? Here we go. Aaron Rodgers, Antonio Brown. How can you not like that? Best quarterback, best wide receiver. And then you got T.Y. Hilton, who kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people. And then this is where the problem occurs for me: the running back position. A lot of games in fantasy football are won and lost with this running back position. Ty Montgomery is not the best running back one that I've ever seen. I mean, last year he wasn't even a running back. Eddie Lacy gets hurt. He fills the position well. I'm thinking this year teams actually start being able to game plan for him better and better, and he might lose some of that effectiveness. But at the same time, you never know. Spencer Ware, a new starter in Kansas City, could also be good. So I can see big things coming from Brian's team, but with the lack of depth that he has at running back, is like he has 4 running backs on the bench, and it's fucking Joe Mixon, Kareem Hunt, Terrence West, and Jamal Williams. So he got handcuffs for his 2 guys, and then Joe Mixon and fucking Terrence West. So we'll see what happens there. In 5th place is Bonehead Boys, who's actually going to be making the playoffs for the first time in a long time. So Sean, with a solid team, he's got the Cowboys. He got Zeke Elliott and Dez Bryant. Tom Brady, he's always going to be good,
Zeke could be suspended up to 6 games.
which could be a problem. Which is why at this point, like, just take. If anyone's upset with my predictions, like, that's fine, but they don't include.
Stop being gay. If you're gonna get mad, stop being gay.
They don't include any pickups that happen. It's just your rosters right now with bye weeks in effect. Like, a lot of people lost games because their fucking whole team's out with byes, but you're gonna pick someone up to replace those guys that week. I don't know who that's gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna be good. I just figured, you have the Steelers on bye week 10 or whatever, so you're probably gonna lose to whoever you're playing because that's your quarterback and the best player in the league right there. But yeah, Sean's got a good team. One thing that I really like about this team is that he has Dez Bryant and Ezekiel Elliott, and Tom Brady. If he's not playing well, he has Dak Prescott too. So that's 12 points every time they connect. Or like he has your situation, but with the Cowboys, who's probably, in my opinion, the second best team to have that situation for, outside of maybe the Falcons with Devonta Freeman and Matt Ryan. But yeah, so he's 5th place. And 6th place, sneaking into the playoffs, making it the 4th team from the Snorth, is Josh. Yeah, low division. Beach Sanders, Beach Sex, what are we calling them?
Life's a beach. I'm just playing in the Sanders.
Right. Life's a beach, but I better make that beach wet. He's got a solid team. I
stuck my dick inside the life until that beach came.
Alright, let's stop. Like, the pun is literally just the Sanders part.
Oh.
Like, we can't just make puns off the beach part. So Russell Wilson, I've never really been that big of a fan of him. He's always so good in real life, just because of, like, the Seahawks. Just they're always good, but like he's never been that, like, fantastic of a fantasy quarterback. But I like Amari Cooper. And I like his running backs a lot with LaShawn McCoy and DeMarco Murray, 2 former Eagles that I think will make a big impact. Like Brian said, 2 tight ends, like Travis Kelce and Greg Olsen. Like, you never see that big of production of tight ends to the point where I'd want to get 2 just so I can get them in the slot. But at the same time, or not in the slot, but in the flex. But at the same time, that could also work for trades because there's going to be someone desperate for tight ends, aka you. No offense.
I'm not trading with Josh.
Okay. He's not gonna listen to this anyways. So you can shit talk him anyways.
I'll do whatever I want.
And then I won't go as much into these teams as I won't have them in the playoffs anyways. So
just say the record and do the playoffs. Please.
7th. Sorry, am I taking too long?
You're taking a while. I want to get to the fun stuff.
Listen, Brian was allowed to do this. Why am I not allowed to do this? I put in my work. Brian just reading rosters. I did the entire schedule.
Keep going.
Chill, you're a fucking bitch. 7th. I gave to Ricky at 5 and 8. I won't say anything. Heisman Trophy in 8th, also at 5 and 8. 9th is Jake at 4 and 9, and last and very least, Bigger Colin at 3 and 10. I'm not as vicious as
Yeah.
Yahoo. I can do anyone at like 1-12, but I don't think
No
anybody's.
one's only gonna win one game.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's team is bad enough to go 1-12 anyway.
Yeah.
So I have more realistic.
Everyone's gonna win like 3 at least.
Right. Yeah.
Like I just like you can just get lucky and win 3 games.
The biggest winning streak went to Tommy with 4 2-game winning streaks, but I'm giving it to him just because there were other 4-game winning streaks, being Ben, but he only had 1, so he got the most.
So he had 2 4-game winning streaks.
Yeah, Tommy had 2 4-game winning streaks. He lost 2 in a row and had a different loss. So yeah, in the playoffs, since the top team of each division gets the first round bye, not the best record. So that means Ben, who went 10-3, being the second best team record-wise, but the third best team is division record. He faces Josh, and Brian faces Sean, and I have Sean advancing to face Tommy, and I have Ben advancing to face you, and then I have Ben and Tommy winning those matchups.
Oh no, not Jordan. How could he do it to me?
With Figs Out for Harambe being your champion in the end. Congrats, Tommy. You won my preseason
Tommy.
predictions.
Jordan
that doesn't
stuck,
mean anything.
Stuck the pitchfork in my heart.
Yeah, he did.
He showed up and he dropped 38.
Yeah. Oh, one interesting
Dagger.
thing also is that if this holds true, somebody should pay me because I had Brian going win-loss, 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 all the way to a 7-6 record because he won first.
If that happens, I'll
give me a big hug.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Nice bear hug.
All right, so let's get off this fucking predictions page.
Okay. If you're still listening.
Oh, wow. He just skips. I'll leave a timestamp for you in the description.
Yeah, if you're still listening, it is 21:01, return of the millennium.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so we just had the biggest freak out of all time. No exaggeration. So Chris, I don't know if he'll edit this out, but
I won't.
Okay, so he had a nice expletive like 15 seconds ago at this point, even though, for us it was like a minute and a half ago. He slammed his laptop, and we thought that it deleted everything.
I slammed it shut. I didn't just like throw it. You made it sound like I just slammed it on the ground.
No, I mean it sounds.
I closed
like
the lid to the laptop.
It sounds like what it is. I think everyone was thinking the way that we were both thinking.
I wasn't.
So we thought that it deleted everything, and as I was wrapping the noose around my neck, Chris realized that it didn't delete. So we're still going. There's 2 more things we have to do. If you're still listening, God bless your soul, but you're gonna want to listen to the last 2 parts of this. This is a long podcast. So we're gonna do top 3s, and then we're gonna do the jigsaw as the main event, and you're gonna like it.
You're gonna love it. You better. So
it's the last one you're getting for a while, so you better like it.
Yeah, until either week 1 or week 8.
From Chris, I won't even be in it.
Yeah,
so.
If it's week 1, it's my post week pod where I just do a quick recap, maybe get someone on.
I would gladly take interviews, but
like you talk
call
to me.
In, yeah.
That'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting dynamic. That'd be new.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, if I've sounded really tired, I've been up since.
It's because he is.
It's 9:40. I've been up since 4:45 grinding. So.
Yeah, that's what he does. Okay, so.
If you're not getting better, you're getting worse, Chris.
I'm always getting better, brother. Alright, so. Let's start with the top 5 highest paid baseball players.
Okay.
Oh, wait, do you want me to do top 3?
Yeah, how about I try to name 3 of the top 5?
Okay, that's fair.
Alright, so top 3 highest paid baseball players right now.
Yeah, top 5.
God, I'm so disconnected from baseball. Let's see.
That's why I did it.
Kevin probably already named the 5 because I think he still pays attention pretty well.
Fuck.
So one of them is Giancarlo Stanton, right?
Hold on, it's not loading.
Fuck.
One of them is not Giancarlo Stanton.
Fuck. Kershaw's one.
Yeah, Kershaw is the number one.
Is Jose Fernandez still under contract?
I don't think they're counting him.
Okay.
I don't know if he was. He might have been, but
Trying to think. He gets paid a lot of money to swing a stick.
well, I'll
Or
give you a
throw-
hint.
or
I'll give you a
throw
hint. Just because you said swing a stick, 4 out of the 5 people are pitchers.
Alright. Is Chris Sale one?
No,
Is Lester one?
no, they're older guys. They're guys that when you were watching, they were aces.
Wow, that makes me sound really old. When I was watching, they were aces.
I mean, they're still good.
Mad Bum?
No.
Damn it.
Who were the big pitchers when you liked baseball?
I don't know. It was 8 years ago. Nah, like 6 years ago. Cole, no.
You're gonna say Cole Hamels?
No, I wasn't. I was gonna say Cole Hamels.
Cole Beasley?
Yeah, I was gonna say Cole
My
Beasley.
phone's at 5%, so you better fucking hurry up.
I don't know. Give me 2 of them.
Alright, well, one of them, I'll give you a hint for one of them. One of them is dating Kate Upton.
Oh, Verlander's one. Okay.
Verlander is one, getting paid $28 million
Oh,
a
is
year.
Scherzer another one?
No, he's not. But there is another Tiger on there. I don't even know where.
Cabrera?
Miguel Cabrera is the one hitter on there.
Okay.
One position player. Him and Verlander are getting paid $28 million
That's
each.
crazy.
There's a Red Sox on there who, when you watched, he played for the Rays and the Tigers, I think.
When I watched, he played for the Rays.
Yeah, but now he's in the Red Sox. He's a pitcher.
David Price.
David Price, good. And then the last one is and when he pitches at home, there's a section for him.
Oh, King Felix.
There
Awesome.
you go.
I like it.
Yep.
I remember I had him on my fantasy team one time. That was
Yeah,
fun.
the guys that are in the top 10, like, you wouldn't have guessed, like, the other ones. Like, Joe Mauer is 10th. Zach Greinke's tied for 8th with Robinson Cano.
I bet if you
CC
gave
Sabathia's
me enough
7th,
tries, I would have figured out.
and Albert
Greinke.
Pujols is 6th. Yeah.
Alright, so what's your next one? That's good. I like that.
Alright, so
I like this segment.
this
is
one
good
this one
vibes.
isn't highest earning, but it's richest rappers. I'm actually not gonna do that one.
Okay.
So this one isn't people, but it is the most valuable companies in the world.
Alright, Apple.
Apple's number 1, good.
Is Google.
Google's number 2, good.
Alphabet is their stock ticker. Alphabet. Microsoft.
Microsoft is 3. You got
Amazon.
No, Amazon's 6. Just out to the top 5.
Okay.
These next 2 are gonna be hard to guess. You got the first 3.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, there's they're probably all stock companies, right?
I don't know. I know 5 is. I don't know if 4 is. It probably is.
Richest companies.
Yeah, 4 is also.
Not Disney, right?
Nah, Disney's 7.
Are they U.S. based?
Yep.
Huh.
Here, I'll tell you
Yeah,
their.
give me some hints. Give me some hints.
So the one in 5th, their stock market is KO. The KO doesn't help. I just figured maybe you'd know
Yeah,
because
no, I
of
have
that.
no idea. What do they deal with?
I'd say the industry that they're in, but it'll give it away.
So,
Beverages.
Oh, Coca-Cola.
Yeah, and then number 4's industry is computer services.
Oh, jeez. I
And
have no idea.
the stock market one might actually help you. It's FB.
No, is it Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook's number 4.
See, I was thinking Facebook. I had no idea they're that big. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Alright, and then our third and final one will be the highest paid. Oh fuck, it's not loading. God damn it. Why the fuck? I hate Forbes. There's too many fucking ads.
There are a lot of ads. Highest paid Forbes writers.
It was gonna be actresses. Because I figured if I did actors, you'd know them because you know who number 1 is.
If you smile.
Yeah. Alright, let me see if I can try to load something that's not Forbes.
With a rock. is cooking.
See, if I wasn't trying to get this out by tonight, I would have just done this on my phone.
In front of the millions and
Alright.
millions of
This is
our
this is
loyal
CBS
podcast
News.
listeners.
CBS News, world highest paid actresses,
Alright,
the top 10.
okay. Is Aniston one of them? Please, God.
Jennifer, why Jennifer Aniston? Seems like a
She's
bad
in a lot
guess.
of things. I feel like she would get paid a lot.
Let's see.
Jennifer Lawrence has to be up there.
Jennifer Aniston is number 4.
Jennifer Lawrence is number 6.
Jennifer Lawrence is numero uno.
Let's go. Alright, one more. Jeez. Girl actresses that would.
Girl
have done
actresses, yes, not the male actresses.
Oh. Margot Robbie. Raby. Is she an actress?
Margot?
God.
She's not in the top 10.
ScarJo? Is she an actress?
ScarJo is fucking number 3.
Let's go,
Congrats.
baby. Let's go. Round out the top 5. Who's on next?
Number 2 was Melissa McCarthy.
Fat girl.
Yeah, and number 5 this name is
Number 5
ridiculous.
is Caitlyn Jenner.
Number 5 is Fan Bing. Fan Bingbing is number 5. She's a Chinese star.
She
so.
would play Tommy if there was.
Fan Bingbing.
Yeah.
Outside of the top 5 were Charlize Theron. I don't really know her, but Amy Adams was number 7. She was in Spider-Man, I think.
Yeah.
Julia Roberts, Mila Kunis at number 9.
Mila
and,
Kunis is a good one too.
And then a Bollywood actress is number 10, Deepika Padukone.
Okay. So last thing we'll do.
Jigsaw.
Okay. Would you rather peel all your nails out of your fingers or pull all the teeth out of your mouth?
Peel all the nails off my fingers. I bite my nails already. It's not that bad.
Dude, that would hurt.
Yeah, it
a
would hurt.
lot.
What if you peel? These are literally bones.
I would also
These don't grow back.
That's why I would choose nails. But you answered too quickly. So.
Me saying these is not really helping anyone listening, but I'm talking about my teeth. They don't grow back, just in case you're wondering.
I feel like this applies to you.
I just got my teeth looked at
Would
when
you
I was
rather?
sick.
We'll do another one. Would you rather crap your pants in public once a year for the rest of your life, or crap yourself in private every day for the rest of your life?
Public. Easily.
Why?
Because I don't want to crap myself every day. That's disgusting. I don't know why that applied to me. Like, I'm just a human being still.
I don't know. I feel like you crap yourself regularly, but you keep
Like,
it really on
if
the
I'm
low.
doing it in public, like, I shat myself, like, in school once, in, like, 4th grade.
Why am I not surprised by this?
I did. I was nervous because I got chosen to be I was like, you remember how they used to do like, well, there was, I don't know if you would have known about this, but in Upper Providence they like the 4th graders got like special duties and shit.
Right.
So like
Forced
I got
duties and you poop yourself.
yeah, I got picked to be the guest host of an assembly.
Right.
And I shit myself before that. So I threw my underwear out in the bathroom, and then I went on stage with no
Oh
underwear.
my
With no
God.
underwear and
You're
shit,
the worst.
shit in my pants. Yeah. And then I read the banners. You remember doing that?
So wait, did you go on stage and speak?
Yeah, I did.
So you touched your poopy underwear.
I mean, I washed. I might not have washed my hands, but
You went on stage and grabbed the microphone.
yeah, straight out of Mr. West's disgusting hands.
Is it a coincidence that Mr. West got pink eye the next day?
No, that's probably because he was a certified pedophile.
Wow, a certified one. Where do you get your certification exam for that?
The first 4th year, the first 4th grader's house probably.
Wow. So okay, that's it.
that's the way to end it.
Oh, so you've crapped
Mr. West
yourself
comment.
in school and at home.
That was on the pod before.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, let's throw back to
amount
that.
of times we've done a podcast after championship, 0. Amount of times we've mentioned you crapping yourself twice. So we're winning this podcast. This podcast is winning.
I guess.
We've talked less about any one individual player and like how they're gonna do than you crapping yourself.
Yeah, well, me crapping myself is more important. You ready to
Yeah,
round this one out?
yeah. If you've listened this long, mucho respect. This was really long.
Yeah, congrats. You're a fucking idiot.
You're an hour and 12 minutes in.
That's
Hour
not
13.
true.
Yeah, it is.
No, the first part wasn't an hour. It was
Yes,
like
it
40
was.
minutes.
It was like an hour.
It's not
Felt
true.
like an hour. Alright. Alright, see you guys.
Alright,
Play us
well,
out. Do you have a song?
yeah, I do have a
Can I
song.
sing one?
You want to sing along? Well, you'd be rapping along, so.
Good morning.
Here you
Good
go. This
morning.
one's for
It's
everyone.
breakfast.
I'ma play the corners with a hustler's